So welcome to your yin class this evening or this morning or wherever it is that you're watching this video. This practice, it's a practice based on the fire element, following the traditional Chinese medicine. So we're going to be working mostly on the heart meridian, and this meridian is associated with happiness and joy. So we're going to be doing a lot of back bends and a lot of things that will be quite uplifting. So I do recommend doing this practice in the morning, or if you're doing it in the evening, not before bed, as it can be a little bit stimulating. But if you do need a little bit of a pick-up, this is a good practice. So we're just going to need some simple props. You can have a bolster like I have here, but you can also very easily use a couple of pillows instead, or a roll-up mat, and then you can cover your roll-up mat with a blanket. Also, it's nice to have an extra blanket just in case you need to cover yourself during some poses, as we're going to be holding the poses for quite a while. So the yin yoga poses are held usually between 1 minute and 5 minutes. So you need to make sure that you are comfortable while you're holding the poses. So that means not going too deep into the posture too quickly, but also getting into the sensation. So finding a nice stretch as well. So in yin we play with the edge, so you don't want to be pushing it too much, but not too little. So what we're looking for in each pose is a sensation from 0 to 10, somewhere between 5 and 8. So it's a dull, achy stretch sensation, but it shouldn't be pain or tingling or yeah, there should be any pain or any tingling. Okay, so if that happens, you can ease off the pose, come back a little bit, or maybe completely come off the pose. So it is important that you are in charge of your own body, and if something doesn't feel right, of course, you have the last word. Okay, so let's get started. You can sit in any position that feels comfortable for you. So it can be cross-legged, or it can be kneeling like I am. So whatever you are, and whichever posture you are, make sure that your spine is nice and long, and that you can hold that posture with ease for just a couple of minutes. Starting to bring your awareness to your body, noticing the points of contact between your body and the ground, allowing your shoulders to relax, allowing your breath to be smooth and gentle, allowing yourself to arrive into this moment, letting go of anything that has come before or anything that you might need to do after this. Just taking this time, these few minutes, to be with yourself, with your body. And then start to bring your awareness to your chest, the center of your chest, noticing if there's any sensation there. And whatever it is, that sensation, any emotion, just letting it be there. Noticing your breath in your chest, noticing how your chest rises on the inhale and how it relaxes down on the exhale. Just bringing your awareness to your breath as it moves in and out from your chest, your heart center. Just taking a couple of moments more here, settling into your experience of your body just as it is right now. And maybe taking this moment to set an intention for your practice. Maybe it could be an intention of self-love, or to allow joy into your life, or any other thing that resonates with you right now, any other thing that you feel like you need at this moment. This is a practice of self-care after all, so you know exactly what it is that you need to look after yourself right now. And once you set your intention, you can take a deep breath in through your nose and exhale fully through your mouth. Sigh out. Rubbing your fingers on your thighs or your knees, and then opening your eyes. And we're going to do our first pose now, so you can just watch while I demonstrate. If you need to change your posture, if your legs might be a bit tired, you feel free to change your seat while I demonstrate the first pose we're going to do. So the first pose is going to be a neck release, neck stretch. If you have a pillow or your bolster or a blanket, bolster is a little big, so maybe a blanket or a pillow, you can sit on it just to give yourself that little bit of extra length. And you can sit in whichever way is comfortable for you, either kneeling or cross-legged like I have now. So you're going to bring your ear to your left shoulder, and then just relax your head there, allowing the weight of your head to come towards your left shoulder. And you can stay here, or if you want to increase a little bit the stretch, you can drop your right hand alongside your body, just letting it hang, just letting it release, and that might increase the stretch a little bit more. And then the third option is to take your left hand, bring it behind your back, and hold your elbow with that hand. So whatever option you're choosing, just allow yourself to settle into the posture, noticing the sensation on the right side of your neck, and see if you can let go a little bit there. See if you can relax the target area, the muscle that's stretching, sending some breath into it. And then if you are holding onto your elbow, you can release that hand, your left hand, and then bring it to your left temple, and slowly and gently bring your head with your hand back to center. Just taking a moment there to realign into the center, noticing the right side of your neck and the left side of your neck. Taking a couple of breaths there. And now let's move on to the opposite side. So you're going to bring your right ear to your right shoulder. You can stay here, just letting your head lean onto that side. Or you may want to increase the sensation by dropping your left hand to the side of your body towards the mat. And just let the gravity do the work for you. And then the third option is to hold your elbow with your left hand, so holding your right elbow with your left hand behind your back. And staying there for a minute. So whichever option you're choosing, relaxing into the stretch, finding that dull, achy sensation. Nothing too strong that is painful, but a stretch you can really feel releasing into your neck. Sending your breath there. One more breath in. And then release your hand if you're holding your elbow. And then with your right hand, place it on your right temple and lift your head to center. Realign, take a moment, just noticing any sensation on the left side and on the right side of your neck. Allowing the energy to move through. Yeah, so let's move on to the next pose now. We're going to practice Sphinx pose. So you can just watch for a moment while I demonstrate all the versions. So the first option, you can take your pillows, your two pillows or your bolster, and you're going to lie on your belly. And then you're going to place your hands on the outside of your pillow and just let your chest rest on the pillows or on the bolster, and bending your forearms. And you can stay here, then relax your head, relax your neck. So we're not really holding this pose up like we do in regular yoga, hatha yoga. We're going to allow the shoulders to shrug. Then the second option, it's removing the bolster and just setting the elbows down right underneath the shoulders so they can take the weight. And we'll stay here again. We allow the shoulders to shrug because this is yin, so we don't want any muscular engagement. And then we allow the head to drop. If you have your pillows, your bolster, you might want to place that on your head. So just choosing your version now, whatever it is, bolster underneath your armpits, or without the bolster, or just allowing your head to rest on the pillows. Just instead we're going to stay in this pose now. So make sure you find your edge there, that dull achy sensation, somewhere between 5 and 8 out of 10. And just fully relaxing into the pose. Noticing your breath. Bringing your awareness to the sensation in your body. See if there's still any holding or any tension in the target area, somewhere around your shoulder blades, behind the shoulder blades, the front of the body and the chest. And see if you can let go that little bit more. See if you can breathe into it. And at any time, if you need to come out of the pose a little bit early, feel free to do so. Otherwise, we'll stay here for another 30 seconds. Taking a deep breath in to the nose and exhale fully through your mouth. And then very slowly, making your way out of the pose, we're going to place the hands underneath the shoulders, lift up gently and push back into a child's pose. Now we're going to keep the knees close to each other for this child's pose, and we're going to let the hands to come back to alongside the body, the sides of the body, so we can allow the shoulders to relax and just marinate into the sensation. Taking a few moments to notice all the energy, all the heat that has been created by this pose. Notice what you are feeling and where you are feeling it in your body. And then nice and slowly come up into a sit. And you can just watch while I'll demonstrate the next pose we're going to do. So the next pose is a Pantun pose, or it's a chest opener. So we're going to place the two pillows or the bolster or the blankets or whatever it is that we have. We're going to place them lengthwise on the mat. We're going to sit in front of it, extend both legs, and just lean slowly back onto it. You can keep your hands by your sides like I am doing with the palms facing down, or you can bring them out slightly. You can even bring them overhead, holding onto opposite shoulders. That always increase a little bit the stretch, so just see what works for you right now. And just coming into your pose, if you haven't yet, choosing your option, choosing where you would like to put your arms. You can also bend the elbows into a cactus position. That really gets into the pectoral muscles. So whatever it is, your posture, see if you can find stillness there and fully release into the pose. Noticing any sensation on the front of your chest, noticing your breath, and if at any moment you're feeling any tingling, which can happen with this pose, the shoulders are quite prone to tingling on this pose, please feel free to change position so you can hold the pose comfortably and fully relax into it, letting the muscles of all your body to yield into the props on the ground. Noticing again the sensations on your body. Taking a deep breath in through your nose and exhale fully through your mouth, side out, letting go. Opening up your heart to whatever it is that's coming your way. Opening yourself up to joy, to happiness that's always within you. Just a few more breaths in here. See if you can really, really relax for the last few seconds of this pose. And then very slowly start to come off the pose and place your hands by the sides of your body and gently tucking your chin and lifting yourself, pushing yourself up with your elbows. Just gently coming out of the pose. You can remove the props out of the way and lie on your back for your rebound pose, which is just lying with the hands alongside your body, palms facing up, and your legs outstretched. Just taking a few breaths here, marinating into the sensations noticing what's happening in your body, noticing what's happening with your breath. Really allowing the surface beneath you to take your weight. Allowing the energy of the pose that you just did to move through your body in whatever way it needs to move. And then slowly bending your knees. And we're going to make our way up to a seat again, while I demonstrate the last pose. So the last pose we're going to do now, it's a twist. So for this pose you can keep your bolster alongside in the same way as before, lengthwise on your mat, and you're just going to sit with your hip next to the bolster, bending both knees, and you're going to lie on your bolster. Your arms can come either side of it, and just rest your head there. This is one of the options. The other option is to remove the bolster and rest your head directly on the ground. This one is a little bit more intense, so just choose your option, whatever way feels good for you. I'm going to stick with the first one, and we're going to hold this just for a couple of minutes. Just allow your head to be supported by the ground or your props. Notice what you're feeling and where in your body you're feeling it. And if your mind starts to wander, just very gently bring it back to the sensations on your body or to your breath. Inhaling and exhaling, and using the exhale to allow you to let go a little bit more each time. Last few seconds here. And then very slowly bring your hands to the mat and push yourself up gently. And we're going to just take a little break in the center, just kneeling up, noticing the sensation on the left and the right side of your body, the front and the back of your body. Breathe in through the nose. And now we're going to do the same pose on the other side. So you can just turn around. I'm going to move the bolster so you can see me, but you don't have to move the bolster. You just can turn yourself around if you prefer, or just move the bolster to your opposite hip, bending both knees and just leaning onto your bolster again, allowing your ear to come to the bolster. Or if you would like a slightly more intense version, you can remove the bolster and lean directly on the mat. Allow your hands to relax by your sides. And taking a few breaths here. And with every breath that you take, you allow your body to release more and more onto the props or to the ground. Noticing any sensation in your body. And sending your breath there to whatever it is, the place where you are feeling it most. And see if you can surrender that little bit more with each breath. Few more breaths here. Take this moment to just be with yourself, with your sensation. And then very gently start to push yourself up. And lying on your back, if you need to remove your props away, remove your props. And we're going to come to a Shavasana, final relaxation. So lying on your back, feel free to place a pillow or a bolster underneath your knees. Feel free to cover yourself with a blanket. Make sure you're comfortable. Place your hands by your sides with the palms facing up. Or if you prefer, you can place them over your belly. Just taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhale fully through the mouth. One more deep breath in and exhale side out. And the last one, in and exhale side out. Surrendering completely to the ground. Letting your body to be nourished by your breath. Bringing your awareness to your legs, your arms, the back of your body, back of your head, your face, front of your body, your belly, and your chest. And you might want to place one hand on your chest or you might want to leave them by your sides. And the other option is to leave the other hand on your belly. So one hand on the belly, one hand on the chest. Bring in that gentleness, that self-love to yourself. Bringing your breath to the center of your heart. And bringing your intention back again, whatever your intention was at the beginning of this class. Bringing it back into your awareness now. Just repeating it in your mind. Allowing yourself to be nourished by that beautiful intention. Letting your whole body to be washed into that light that is your own being. Staying here with your breath for a couple of minutes or for as long as you need to. Namaste.